So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Our video today takes us to Danbury, Connecticut, where we find a frauditor who's not too happy he's being criminally prosecuted, and he lets the new mayor know all about it. Enjoy.
Today we are at the Danbury City Hall, the scene of the crime in which the Danbury Police Department unlawfully arrested me, seized my property for simply exercising my constitutional rights in a peaceful manner. I am still facing those charges, currently on a jury waiting list to fight it in court. Today is a special day in Danbury. Decided to drive all the way up here from Long Island. Today is the inauguration of the new mayor, Dean Esposito.
Now this moron is on a waiting list to get a jury. What a waste of public resources. Just because you want to stick a camera in everybody's face, how does that help us preserve our First Amendment American right? It doesn't.
I'm here because I want to confront the mayor and see what he has to say about my unlawful arrest, and if he's going to adopt the same policy as the last administration, which is arresting peaceful journalists, condoning their police department saying 20 years ago I'd be dead with my teeth missing. So let's see if he condones that.
A few minutes later.
Yeah. Are you guys having a different policy at City Hall when it comes to peacefully recording than the old administration, or?
Everything's the same. We're going to continue on the mission of the city of Danbury.
Continue on the mission of arresting peaceful journalists?
Look, Frauditor, I don't know how you could claim that you're peaceful. You're condescending, you're a smartass, and you think you know everything. You cannot stick a camera in everybody's face just because you think you have the First Amendment on your side.
5 minutes later.
So we have the new mayor right here, Dean Esposito, going to his inauguration. Are you adopting the same policy as your predecessor for arresting peaceful journalists inside of City Hall for no apparent reason? Is that what you're doing? Are you adopting that same policy? Here is the old mayor who originally adopted the policy, Joe Cavo.
How are you?
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
didn't get in your way.
Yeah, you did. So Dean Esposito, Mayor Joe Cavo, arresting peaceful journalists for doing absolutely nothing inside of City Hall.
This is what the Frauditor refers to as being peaceful. Yeah, right.
Absolutely nothing inside of City Hall. Arresting peaceful journalists.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm not going to let this stand. This is my freedom and my livelihood we're talking about here.
His freedom and his livelihood. Now that's correct, because his channel probably makes a good piece of change. I know what I make on YouTube. His channel's much bigger than mine, so he probably makes a nice penny for sure.
10 minutes later.
There's the mayor right there, the incoming mayor. 20 years ago I'd be dead, Mr. Mayor, with my teeth missing. Will your administration be open to transparency and accountability? You worked for the last one. 20 years ago I'd be dead with my teeth missing. Glenn Utter of the Danbury Police Department and Mayor Cavo did nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. And the new mayor doesn't want to do anything either. You guys are leaving a church. 20 years ago, I would have been dead, and no one cares.
Look, Frauditor, I don't think these good people are interested in your narcissistic, sociopathic tendencies. You should go home You're making a fool out of yourself.
We're just gonna celebrate him like he's a king. Don't get in my way, man. Don't get in my way. If you get in my way, I'm gonna push you out of my way. Get out of my way.
Do not touch me. That's assault, sir.
Get out of my way.
Do not put your hands on me.
They don't charge for assault here.
That's good.
There's the security guard did it to me. There's the mayor. 20 years ago, I'd be dead with my teeth missing.
Well, that sounds terrible, Frauditor. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But if you keep acting like a tough guy with this gentleman in front of you, some bad things could happen to you. Now, please, for your own safety, go home.
20 years ago, no one cares.
I'll pray for you. I really will.
Thank you. I'm facing unjust charges from the city. Say a prayer, write to your mayor, whatever you gotta do. 20 years ago, I'd be dead, right? Nothing was done. Nothing was done. There's the mayor right there in the glasses, Dean Esposito. How do you sleep at night, knowing that a man is being unjustly prosecuted for peacefully recording?
Frauditor, you sound so stupid right now. You're not peacefully recording. Listen to yourself. Go home and watch this video before you upload it. Oh, it's terrible what you're doing right now.
How do you sleep at night? You're lucky you won by a few votes. The people don't stand with you. Maybe all the people here do, but Danbury as a whole, you won by a few votes. Yeah, I said everybody here does, yeah. You stand with 20 years ago I'd be dead? You stand with that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
20 years ago I'd be dead with my teeth missing. That's what the police department said here. I'm facing criminal charges for nothing.
Facing criminal charges would make most people think twice before they do it again, but not you, because you don't have any common sense.
You would think he's a king. He's just a man.
Okay.
You would think he's a king. Look how they treat him, like he's a king. He's a man like the rest of us. I'm facing criminal charges because of this government here. Criminal charges.
Frauditor, whose fault is it that you are facing criminal charges? You made the decision that day to drive to Connecticut and stick your camera where it didn't belong, even after you were asked not to.
Much later.
Sir, I'm being unjustly.
He's been my best friend
I
for
understand
49
that.
years, man.
And I'm all for sticking up for your friends.
He will make sure.
I'm all for you. Listen, sir. I'm all for you sticking up for your friends. I'm just saying my livelihood, my freedom, sir. We're all American here.
Okay, yes,
we
we
love
are.
the Constitution,
Yes,
correct?
We are. We are.
And my freedom is
And I
my
promise
freedom
you,
is in jeopardy.
That man right there is going to do the best he can.
I hope he does, because my freedom is in stake.
Okay.
I was trespassed from City Hall for filming. Just filming. Just filming. That's all I did.
So
I'm being reasonable just like I am now. I'm not cursing.
Again, if you listen to what this moron just said, the first thing he said was my livelihood is at stake. And then he said freedom. But his livelihood is what he's concerned about, because his money from YouTube. Yeah, because if you go to jail, you won't be making any money, honey.
Eventually.
I wanted to show him, show all the government officials of Danbury, from the police chief down, from the mayor down, that I'm not going to be silent. I'm not going to go away. I'm going to keep fighting. We the people will keep fighting for justice, for transparency, for accountability. That's what we're fighting for here. Justice. My freedom is on the line. I'm currently on a jury trial waiting list in the Danbury Superior Court. And that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to keep fighting.
We all know what these yahoos want. We've seen it too many times. They're not interested in freedom. They're not interested in First Amendment rights. They're interested in cold, hard cash.
We're not going to give up. We're going to be found not guilty. Hopefully, Mayor Dean Esposito does the right thing and he changes a lot of the policies and the attitude of the Danbury government here. I don't give him a good shot, as he was the chief of staff when I was unlawfully arrested, my property stolen from me, simply for peacefully filming inside of City Hall. So, you know, we'll see what he does.
Well, there you have it, folks. Peacefully exercising his right to film, threatening to push one of the security guards out of his way. That doesn't sound very peaceful to me. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.